What's going on, guys? Today, just got back from a long walk. Something I like to do is just go on a walk, not listen to music, just reflect. Go inside. I always get overwhelmed by shit when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, oh, I gotta do this, 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 this. So it's nice to just go on a walk and just be out in nature and just disconnect for a minute. But anyways, it got me thinking about um my life, obviously. And my kitty's trying to come in. Color correction. Today we have a stable. Got my camera on. You hear my cat meowing. I got my camera on my windowsill. So, I was thinking about. What was I thinking about? Inspiration versus desperation. So, I was thinking about all the things I've tried in my life. I remember I started a YouTube channel a while back, Mason K Games. I was making video game videos, and I was streaming video games on Twitch, and I was like, oh, this might be something I want to do. And the thing is, you never know if it's for you unless you try it. So a lot of people are like afraid of judgment. They're like, oh shit, and they never even try it. But that's why I'm here doing this YouTube channel, talking about things that I actually like. So anyways, long story short, I've done all these things. I got into music for a while, making music, and just recently, my recent one was building businesses. And I had a business, an e-commerce store that was making decent money. And recently I've had like a kind of a rude awakening in thinking about the motive behind all of my things that I'm doing. So, when I started my gaming channel, all I could think about was like getting a bunch of subscribers and like blowing up and getting big. And it became something that was like I wasn't even playing games that I even enjoyed. I was just like trying to get views, or like I was streaming games I didn't even enjoy. So I stopped. It took out the fun of like playing video games. I was like, what is this gaming channel if I don't even like playing these games? Same thing kind of happened with the music. I don't know. I kind of just got caught up in it. And I was like, oh, I need to like become this huge producer. Everyone's gonna know my name. And I started like thinking like, oh, this is like I can't work on this beat because it doesn't fit in with what's popular now. It's not gonna sell. It became something that wasn't creative. It was more of like, I need this to sell. I need to get big. All this shit. So what I'm getting at is it was like working towards something to get something. So I want you to put yourself in a weird position right now. Picture you have all of the money in the world, infinite supply of money. You never have to worry about money, right? So you never have to worry about money. You have validation from everyone. Everyone loves you. You're the best. You've traveled. You've done everything you could possibly imagine. And basically, this kind of gets you in a weird state of mind. You're like, now what do I do with my life? So you think that getting all these things, the validation, the money, the travel experience, you think that that's going to make you feel fulfilled as a person. You're looking in that external to feel good inside. To be like, oh, I'm a good person. I've made all this money. I fit in society. All this shit. And when you get yourself really in this headspace of thinking like, just kind of play pretend here. Pretend that you have all the money, everything you could ever want. And think about what you do on a day-to-day basis if you had everything you wanted right now. And it kind of messes with you. You think that you would just wake up and just do nothing because you've experienced everything. Or you think, oh, I have all this money. I'll go to all these nice hotels, go on vacations. I'm saying you've done all that, okay? You've done all of that. What are you going to do with your life now? And that's when something called inspiration kicks in. And you start doing things just because you want to and you're not looking to take anything from it. So, for example, me building businesses, I wanted to make a lot of money and I wanted to take validation from people, from my family. I wanted all these experiences, and there's nothing wrong with setting a goal and going to achieve it. The only thing is that the headspace it's coming from. Are you doing something because you genuinely want to do it? Or are you looking to take something from it? And I know, there's an argument like, oh, you have to get a job, you have to make money, you have to survive. Very true, very true. But think about you college kids, for example. It's like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to switch your major. Or just think about, are you doing this because you truly want to? Or are you just looking to be like, oh, I have the engineering degree, I'm smarter than everyone. I'm not saying everyone's like that, but like, a lot of people, get really competitive, like, oh, I'm the smart kid, blah, 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 blah. I'm a fucking huge offender of this. I was like, I need to make all this money so I can prove to everyone, you guys are all wrong. I don't need to go to college to make money. And that's true. You don't need to go to college to make money, but the headspace that I was coming from was messed up. It was out of anger, wanting to prove people wrong, and I wasn't doing things because I genuinely wanted to do it. And that's desperation versus inspiration. Desperation is like feeling like you need to do it to feel fulfilled, to prove people wrong, so on and so forth. Inspirations because you genuinely are just giving for no reason. You just genuinely want to give. You're not looking to take anything, and by take I mean like, that validation, the money, all these experiences. You're just genuinely giving. So really try, if you're like stuck and you're trying to figure out what do I want to do with my life, sit down, get in this like play pretend headspace, like you have all the money in the world, you've experienced everything, you've done everything. What are you going to do right now? You'd think that you would do nothing, but that's when true inspiration kicks in. And that's kind of why I started this channel, because I was like, screw it. I wanted to start this channel after I'd already made a shit ton of money, and I have made money from my businesses, but I'm not like millionaire or like making six figures or anything. And I think me starting this channel now is actually better, because I wanted to start it once I was making good money, because I was like, oh, if I'm making good money, people will actually take my advice and hear what I'm saying, and it would kind of put me on a weird pedestal, and I don't want that. I want to keep this humanized. I'm just like you, trying to figure out what the hell I want to do. But this is something I've been doing lately, like an exercise, just really getting that headspace of like, all right, I have everything. What am I going to do? Doing things out of inspiration versus desperation. Thanks for joining today. This is kind of a long one. By the way, these videos are not scripted at all. I just hit record and I just word dump. Like, I just say everything in my mind and it just comes out. And it might seem a little scrambled, but it's my true thoughts. So thanks for joining today, guys. No shakiness today. It's stable. Turn up. Have a good ass day.